And this is the Fawley Challenge Cup in its 30th year, the junior men's quads event, and we have the distinctive pink of Westminster School against Hereford Cathedral School on the right of our picture. Lovely start by both quads here. Some of the best racing is in the junior quads events, men's and women's, and here we see a little bit of a tight steering. Oh, that's very close, isn't it?
We're all holding our breath, aren't we, as they go so close to the booms, because that can be so catastrophic if you're too close. But we'll see as they come out that Hereford have had a great start.
Yeah, just have a look at Westminster, who are a little bit behind. They might not have expected that. They're coming quite close together. I think that's looking a bit troublesome. It's hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like they're having a little bit of trouble with the steering there.
Both looking very clean. It's a little bit tricky, isn't it? Let's see when we get a shot from behind again exactly where they are on the course. But what a fantastic start from the Hereford Cathedral School.
Yeah, really strong start. Really liking the way that they're sculling. Seem to be going over the top of the troublesome water quite nicely. And Westminster, well, they're staying in position, but they haven't been able to claw back any of that early lead at this point. Still pretty early in the race.
It is. Westminster are a qualified crew, and Hereford Cathedral have done exactly the right thing, which is to come out and challenge them, put the pressure onto them. Westminster is made up of half of the Westminster 8.
Oh, look, we've lost an oar in the Westminster crew over there. I think we just saw the stroke. Oh, Stroke's lost an oar altogether. That's disastrous for Westminster. I think the Stroke had recovered briefly. That is rider Apatu who recovered, but then has lost the oar, and now it looks like the oar is actually broken. Yeah, you can see it's snapped in half. Those oars are very stiff, but then they're not designed to be stamped on like that. So, well, as we come back live to the race.
What a race. Incredible. Hereford Cathedral School, it's one of the oldest schools in the world, dating likely back to the second half of the 7th century. They have only 500 pupils across 3 to 18. So for them to have a crew here at this level is very exciting for them. But of course, you know, it's not the race that any of us wanted.
Yeah, really disappointing for both crews. You want a fair and even race, and very, very unlucky for Westminster. Actually, I noticed, you know, in the stern pair, Ishan Tamasi and rider Apatu in the Westminster crew both seemed to catch the water a little bit, got into a bit of trouble with their oars, but then recovered. And they were hoping, I think, that they would recover really quickly and seamlessly, but then suddenly it slipped out of the hand and it went over the top, and there's nothing you can do when that happens. I'm very, very unfortunate, very sorry for the Westminster crew. Gifting Hereford a race which may or may not have been theirs, we'll never know, and that's one of the disappointments when you have an equipment problem like that.
It is frustrating, you can't put your all out there, but it is what happens in sport. It's the unpredictabilities. They'll learn from this. It happens at the Olympic Games as well, and sometimes, you know, there are some things that can be done differently, and sometimes you have to accept that we just can't control everything, and that's part of the, you know, the fun when it goes in your, when you get the luck in your way, and the other side that comes as well every now and then for us.
Yeah, that's right. Once you've been started in the race, you know, you have to take the chances, and, well, Hereford Cathedral School were not going to look a gift horse in the mouth when that happened, and it's just allowed them to have a very comfortable scull down this Henley track, and they'll be using this to try to embed the rhythm and get confident about their position in the course, and just enjoy for a moment a unique opportunity to row with control down the Henley course.
School that's known for its music as much as for its sport, but, you know, this is a sport that's all about the rhythm.
So Hereford Cathedral School, Inigo Shorrock, Finn Russell, Innes Jackson and William Morgan-Jones cross the line happily first, and Westminster School will be disappointed not to have been able to row that out as a full crew. Ewan McDermott at bow, Alexander Korzana at 2, Ishan Tamasi at 3, and rider Apatu there at stroke. Applauded nonetheless. We know what it takes to put everything on the line, Kath, whatever the race, and sometimes it doesn't come out your way. So that is victory for Hereford Cathedral School in the first round of the Fawley Challenge Cup, beating Westminster School.